Okay, I don't quite have a great setup, and I don't know if I can explain it any better than anybody else, but I see you're doing your Y's wider now. So you start with kind of an estimated Y as wide as possible, right? And then you like ghost your lines. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with a camera in the way. As much as you can. And then this one's out of the screen, so I'm just gonna ghost part of it. So there. Shoot, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna ignore that it's out of the screen and just keep doing it just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this line right here will go off into a vanishing point somewhere way, way, way far away. That means so will the line, the fake line you're going to draw here, and the fake line you're going to draw here will also eventually touch each other way far out of the screen. So you have to kind of pretend how sharp you want that box to look. So what he was saying is the closer the box is and the bigger it is, then the closer the vanishing point will be, and I think the smaller the box or the further away it is, the further away that vanishing point will be. So if we kind of like estimate, I don't have any idea how far that vanishing point is. I'm not really kind of thinking about it, but I'm trying to like kind of go, okay, we try to make this line, and this line eventually touch way, 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 way off screen. And so I would kind of like estimate here I would do one, and here I would do one, and we want them to very, very, very gradually get closer together and be midline to this guy. All right, so then the next one we want to do is this guy. So a vanishing point will go way down here, and then we want this line and this line to eventually touch way, way, way down here. So if I make it really sharp, it's going to touch quick. And if I make it very subtle, it's going to touch far, far, far away. So I don't know if that's right or not, but I'm going to make it kind of touch a little bit quicker. So I'm going to keep this one because I kind of like that. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to do this without looking at my actual drawing. And then I'm going to try to make this and this and this touch equally or evenly. So I'm going to kind of just estimate that line there. I'm going to go back to this guy. We know that this vanishing point goes in this direction. So that is going to vanish really, really aggressively. We want this one to then vanish aggressively as well. So we would go close and close. That looks okay. And then this one, this line here eventually goes that way. So we want this parallel line and this one to eventually touch here. So if I do a line this way, it's too wide and these lines get wider apart, right? So that's no good. So that won't work. So we want it to be slightly closer. So we want it to kind of go in this direction, right? So eventually they touch, and then I want this line to be equal to that. So if I'm gonna do a really steep vanishing line like that, I kind of have to do a steep one this way too. Like that, okay? Now, I don't know if you have to make all the lines vanish at the same angle. I haven't kind of gotten that sorted out yet. So if this vanishing point is really close, I don't know if this vanishing point here also has to be really close. But then the last one I haven't done yet is this guy right here. Boop. Okay, so then I have to kind of finish that line, and this line kind of should be equal and eventually touch together way off screen down here. So if you look at it and see if it looks okay or wonky, it's actually not bad. And then you can tell these would be parallel lines if you were looking at them in a different direction, but those parallel lines are eventually getting smaller and touching way, way, way far away. I don't know if that helps. Hopefully it does.